No more waiting. Right now at the GSL Code with Caldor and Wolf.
And of course our two players with the Towel Terran starting to the top left of Ohana. He's starting again in the red. This is for FXO.
FXO GuMiho.
Gas first was the strategy of choice for Bomber 2 times. What is he going to do this time? To the bottom right of the map in the blue we have our StarTale player. It is the one and only
StarTale Bomber.
You know, when I saw Bomber drop 2 scans, he scanned and killed that Banshee, and he dropped 2 more scans as if saying, this game is over. And then at that moment, it was not. He lost his entire Thors, the GuMiho landed all his Vikings, and at that moment, Bomber really turned on the steam, and he pulled this game. He had a huge lead. I feel he threw some of those Thors away, but then he really turned on the steam. He actually went hardcore in that game and actually just played one of the best games I've ever seen any player in my life play, with the decision-making, the timings. No nerves in that game. That is just pure skill that we saw there.
I'm always a little bit scared when Bomber does something like calling mules, because we know, everybody knows that watched GSL how that went in the last finals when StarTale was facing Prime, when Bomber was facing Marine King, had this huge lead, started to drop mules, and then suddenly Marine King was able to start his comeback. So that always is, I don't know, I'm always looking at it like a little bit, well, maybe you should wait a little bit longer. But this game starts out a bit different than the game so far. We have Bomber scouting, and he's not the one who starts with gas first.
Yeah.
No, it is GuMiho. Bomber with the more traditional opening, starting with the barracks here, but still with gas.
Bomber basically showing that he's just a 2-timer only in this case with gas first. Third game, he's like, no, going for the macro, going for a 1-Rax expand. He's not doing actually, this is interesting, he's not going gasless here, he's going for a delayed gas. He may just make a Tech Lab and go for kind of a delayed Reaper with his Reaper expand. Okay, Command Center first. Will we see Tech Lab now? Into Reaper. Yeah. No? What's he going to do here? What's the plan, Bomber? That's actually... This is interesting. It's like a Command Center before Factory. 1-Rax expand. I don't think I've quite seen a build done like this before with the gas like this. That's really interesting.
He waits for the gas here until he has the 100 to drop the Factory.
It's a super safe build, actually. I kind of like it. And his SCV is still hidden. GuMiho's desperately trying to find it.
He has no idea, does he?
No, it seems he doesn't.
I actually believe he won't scout it. And wow, look, he's going for... this might as well be a Cloak Banshee timing, a little bit slower. He goes straight for the second gas.
I actually like this build from Bomber. It's very economic, but it allows him to be safe against Banshees of his opponent with his starport timing. Basically, all he cuts out is Marines with this, and that's totally fine.
And is the SCV still alive?
No, I don't know what killed it, though. One of the Marines killed it. The question is, what
GuMiho is playing this aggressive, though. He is moving in, and at this point, he already has the Banshee in position.
Yeah.
And Bomber only has 5 Marines. The problem are going to be the Hellions.
Yeah, the Hellions, and then once he damages them, the Banshee follow-up is going to be quite intense. The follow-up for Bomber is obviously the starport coming in here, but it's not quite ready yet.
That is a really late starport. He really sacrificed a lot of time here for his expansion. Bomber now with the siege tank. He has to lift those depots. I don't think that he has a clue what's going on here at this point.
No, and if he doesn't react quickly, if those Hellions land on the depot, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
He sees it. He sees the SCV lift those 2 depots.
He's got to do it, man. If he does not, this could be problematic. All right, he lifts.
He lifts. He's seen it. Don't forget that there's the Viking, and the Viking is so important as the Banshee is now on its way, and GuMiho is really committing to this. Well, he builds a follow-up, but nice, the siege tank out just in time. This is such a great timing.
Yeah, great timing indeed. It looks like Bomber's really practiced this build. He's almost as if he's trying to bait him with these depots. The 2 most important parts of this hold come into the tank and the Viking. Now they're both here. Both parts are complete. Without the Banshee, he does not have vision of the high ground.
He cannot storm up here.
No. And he's got to be very careful here. Look at that. The tank getting so many hits.
Yeah, the tank is doing a great job here with the range that it has. It's just able to do a lot of damage, and GuMiho now has to be careful. Of course, he's a little bit in the lead, especially with the army supply, but at the same time, Bomber has the second mule, and he had it for quite a while. Also in the lead regarding the harvesters. He's already at 29 to 25.
Plus siege tanks. He's got 2 tanks out already, which makes him very defensive right now. This makes, you know, not only that.
He's ahead in tank.
Exactly. Once he has siege mode, he can start to put on the attack. And that's something that GuMiho is going to struggle to deal with, who's still reactoring Hellions out. It's almost as if GuMiho has no backup plan here. This run-by, if successful, could do a lot of damage. The thing is, unless Bomber is out moving out, which he may do soon with siege mode, he's going to be fine against us. And it looks like Bomber is going to mech again. Double factories going down.
Double factory and double gas. He needs it to support the strategy. And it worked really well for him the last time, but here comes GuMiho Air Army. And in regards to the Viking count, he is slightly ahead of his opponent with 3 to 2. But Bomber is still producing Vikings, and he will be able to meet his opponent's Viking count. But the SCVs are being pulled here. Just look at how much GuMiho is actually committing to this attack.
He knows he's in trouble because of the siege tanks. Now the Banshee,
the main base.
The Banshee is going to be so important here. Oh, he almost gets the Viking, but he does not. But still, the Banshee is so critical. He needs to use it to take out the siege tanks. Is there a bunker? No. There's no bunker, so we can actually continue to just fire at these tanks with Hellions coming in here as well. I'm not sure if Bomber's going to hold here.
Is Bomber retreating to the high ground? No, he's not. He's moving in with the SCVs, trying to pull over strong. He repairs his own tank. So important here. The Viking battle. It started, but Bomber already lost it. He's able to force his opponent back, though. He might have lost the air fight, but he was still able to beat his opponent on the ground. But what good does it do him against the Banshee?
Yeah, what good does it do? He's camping the starport as well. The 2 Vikings that come out here are going to be killed instantly. And he's taking out the tanks now. Bomber in a lot of trouble. His hold was strong at first, but a lot of his SCVs are damaged as well here.
He needs submarines. Viking against Viking, and 2 still survive.
Oh, the Hellions are going to do so much damage. All these SCVs in the red.
Oh my god. Bomber might just have lost too much. He lost a lot of SCVs already. Now he's down in SCV supply. 2 additional Banshees will spawn very, very soon. Then he's able to take this. He should be able to kill those Vikings. And of course, also his opponent's Banshee. But it might be a little bit too late. 39 supply, 38 against 57. GuMiho is on the move. He is... He's able to pull it off.
Sick, control from Bomber in his last moments here, repairing the Vikings as they spawn, but you're right. It's not enough. More Hellions coming in here. He's got the Hellion count he needs. He splits them well. Blue Flame versus Red Flame, but with the amount of repair and the Banshee damage here.
Forget the Hellion count. Look at those kills for the Banshee. 26 kills.
And
Commander indeed.
I'm watching Hellions kill... I'm watching SCVs kill Hellions in an attack.
He's just camping his opponent's starport. That's all that he has to do at this point. The harvester count.
He's given up on producing out of there. He just does not have any Marines. He's going to land now. The last-ditch effort for Bomber now using the Blue Flame Hellions he has. The Banshee going to work here as well, but I'm not sure. Actually, I am sure. Bomber is he's going to lose here.
The harvester count is down to 11 against 34. 7 SCVs left for Bomber. 5, 4, 3. Oh wow, this is it once again for the StarTale player. FXO GuMiho, he will advance to the next round of the GSL, to the 3rd round. Bomber, well...
This Thor is what he needed, but it is a few minutes too late. He will, nope, not get that Banshee. Could have potentially gotten it, but GuMiho's just going to go home here and do whatever he wants and take a win. Bomber looks like he is getting into some sort of mode to try to make a miracle happen.
2 SCVs against 40, 72 supply against 14 supply. No advantages for Bomber here. GuMiho is definitely going to take this game.
That Thor is no Odin, man. It's just a regular Thor.
If it would be Odin, maybe.
Yeah, the Banshee has 38 kills. I want to mention. You mentioned its kill count before, but
yeah, earlier it was 26 kills, but now it's 38, and with 38 kills, well, I think this Banshee should get a medal.
Well, she has been promoted to Commander, but that's not enough. That doesn't tell the story.
2 additional kills and you get an achievement.
Yeah, that's true. And she may get that, but honestly, if I'm that Banshee, I tell people I want time off. I'm telling everybody,
okay, guys, I'm done. I want to have a nice holiday.
I was about to say the Banshee tells her commander that she wants off, but she is the commander now with 38 kills. She's going in, though. She's not giving up. She's leading the charge. sneaking around the backside, but that Thor, that
she
could be
gets
the
an
end.
upgrade. The Banshee gets an upgrade now.
AoE damage maybe.
No, cloak.
Permanent cloaking.
No, just simple cloak.
Okay, just simple cloaking. All
Yeah,
right,
simple cloak.
Not just for her, but for all Banshees. She's like, we deserve this.
If
all right.
GuMiho loses this Banshee, I would be so disappointed.
Well, he's got cloak, and there's no scan, so it's gonna be pretty tough for him to kill it.
Oh, no, 39 and achievement time.
40.
There it is.
Yep, he's getting that pop up on his screen right now. He's probably like,
42, 43. This is the Banshee with the most kills ever.
And he scans the natural, but that's not where this Banshee is. Banshee up to 45.
45,
Desperate
46.
eBay. Oh! Loses the Banshee.
GuMiho, I'm a really sad panda now.
Well, at least you got that much out of this game, Bomber. Now he's gonna hit his 2 Thor timing attack. Two more factories going up for GuMiho.
I feel sorry for Bomber here. Every single time he's able to advance this far, and then he feels he loses games like this. But he played a great series against GuMiho, but today GuMiho is just a better player.
Yeah, and he is. Team League is Bomber's league. I feel like GG.
There it is. He delayed it a little bit.
Bomber's strengths really lie in moments of his brilliance and lack of preparation, but against prepared players, sometimes he does seem to fall short, and today he does against GuMiho. A great best-of-3 series, though. One I will always remember. Bomber looking so strong in this series, regardless of losing. What a sick series, man.
Yeah, it was great games. I really liked it. But, well, those air units. And earlier it was actually Bomber who had more Vikings, and then GuMiho moving in, he had 3 Vikings and this 1 Banshee. And then he suddenly takes down his opponent's first Viking without Bomber really realizing it. The focus fire took it out immediately, the second one dies as well. And Bomber wins the fight on the ground. He takes everything apart. GuMiho doesn't have anything but this 1 Banshee. A Banshee and the Vikings. He camps his opponent's starport, he does the damage with the Banshee, and that's all she wrote.
That is all she wrote. What a crazy best-of-3, man. That was a great, well-executed build by GuMiho in Game 3. Bomber, I mean, there's not much to say. His build was actually great. I really liked how he got his commands and his timings, but GuMiho was just so fast with his attack, and it was well-practiced.
GuMiho attacks, and the siege tank pops out. Immediately when he attacks, boom, there's the siege tank, and then there's this bye-bye Hellions. No chance for you to do anything. The Banshee arrives, and there's the first Viking. So those timings work out so well, but he did not really bank on his opponent. Who would actually suspect that he would swoop in with 3 Vikings?
And how many Hellions did he expect? That was so many Hellions rolling in there. That was really, really tough to deal with. We're going to take a 5-minute break, guys, so don't go anywhere. We've got more matches coming up later. I got to go calm my mind of that sick best-of-3. I think you guys can do the same. See you in 5.